Hey everybody, thanks for wandering back out to the Digital Hermitage. I'm the Hermit, you can call me Hiccup, and this is my buddy Timely Crow. Thanks again for joining us for our Grounded playthrough.
Hey, look, it's me.
Hey, that's you. Guys, just a quick confession, you're going to hear me in the background just a little bit, and you're going to hear the game sounds. But these last two episodes, and I did mash together two episodes, these two episodes are actually, something happened in the post thing, and when I booted it up into my editing software, there were no timely sounds at all, so it's just two episodes of me talking to myself and no one replying, and it's really funny.
Yeah. It could have released it and just sounded totally insane. I don't know.
Probably could have. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I just I feel bad about it, and I think I just did this, last week in a Valheim episode, and we've done some troubleshooting. I've done a lot of research. Hopefully, this problem will start to subside and go away. I think maybe I've figured it out, but I don't know. I apologize. I know this keeps happening, and it really pisses me off. But we're going to move on past that and have some fun. So me and Timely are actually doing commentary over this episode today. So you're not actually hearing our live, responses or anything like that. We're just going to fill you in on everything that happened.
Yeah, I get to see myself kind of fiddling around on your camera.
Oh yeah, you can see everything from my perspective today. This will be really fun. I've got Timely's watching it with me, and we're gonna commentate. So we'll jump right in real quick.
Oh yeah.
I was testing.
I'm like, why are you?
Yeah, I just made this needle spear, or needle. What is it? Like a rapier, kind of? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was testing it to see what I needed to bring to fix it, because I just made it because we were going to the black ant den, and the black ants are all like weak to the stabby stab.
Yeah.
We're just getting ready and talking. You know how the beginning of the episodes go, guys. I'm really sorry again about the missing audio. Like, I feel terrible, and I wish it was I will admit when it's a user error. I totally will, but I don't think this one was. Like, I thought everything was fine. There's even a moment in this episode where I turned to Timely off camera, and I'm just like, I checked. It's recording. Like,
Yeah. Nah, these kind of things. And I think we were looking around for other software too, but truly, like OBS is one of the most highest rated, highest recommended.
Yeah, it's great. It really is.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna figure this out.
But this is gonna be fun too, I think. So.
Oh yeah, I remember we went up here so you could analyze some stuff. You accidentally upgraded that max arrow stack size. Oh
yeah, and I was like, because I'm not used to spacebar being a confirmation, so I was like, no, why did it do that?
Right.
But that's fine.
Meat shield, I got more health, that's right. I think by the end of this episode I even upgrade my health again because we find a bunch of milk molars.
Oh yeah.
Finally feeling tanky. I like it. Oh man. This whole episode was kind of crazy.
All those, you got mutations. Those are rad.
Yeah, I use 5 all the time. It was like one of the first things I upgraded because, I don't know, I just really like mutations. I like the customization, being able to swap around depending on what missions we're running, or I don't know. I just like it. It's pretty handy, I think.
Yeah, I think there's 2 of them that I almost always have on, and it's the let's see, it's both stamina related since the game is so stamina reliant.
It really is, though. Stamina is used for everything. Oh yeah, we snuck our way around the trash, and there was this nice little path right between the hot dogs where we weren't getting sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice. Man, this whole Black Ant Descent dungeon was awesome. This whole adventure is pretty crazy.13They're much more manageable than any of the infected bugs out in the haze. Like, way more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Even when we were out, I think you were making... Oh, that was the Red Ant Den. But either way, I will say for using archery so much, it feels good to get that red, or that eye shot.
Yeah.
And it kind of helps. It even helps to be in the dark because all I see is little red eyes. So I'm like, okay, that's my target.
Oh yeah, man. This first battle was pretty long. A lot of these battles were pretty huge, actually. There's so many ants down here. We did really well though. Like I didn't take a whole. You guys will see it. I didn't really take a whole lot of damage from these guys. Like it's much more manageable than any of that explosive crap we were dealing with. Yeah, look at that. It really didn't hurt me too bad. Yeah. Yeah, no, there are some epic battles in this place. The ants have weird timing. They're not the same. Like they don't attack in the same way as the red ones. So like I really like that. I start to get the hang of it, but it's still pretty tough. I remember going into this fight, and this is my first fight with the mosquito needle, and man, this thing did so little damage. And like you can kind of see the healing, and I think the healing was worth it if I had gotten like a successful block, because then I activate my ladybug healing, and then the mosquito needles give me health packs. Like that's helpful, but I don't know. I don't think it was worth it for this difficulty.
Was the mosquito needle, or was it upgraded at all?
It wasn't, no. I probably should have, but we were running out of resources at the beginning of this episode. I used a lot of it to upgrade other things.
Yeah. Stamp.
It does attack like the knife, just very constant, very little stamina consumption, which I like because I need that stamina for shielding and blocking. Always going into my menu to equip and heal.
Some nice battle music going on.
I like that one. Pound the big drums. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we just discovered the lights. We're starting to run into the ominous labs out this way. There was a lot of brittle quartzite and brittle marble in this cave, like all over the place actually. Look at this place. Wow.
Yeah, it seems like the game, I mean, like right when we thought, we were like, oh no, we're, you know, it's gonna get getting harder to upgrade things. We're gonna have to start saving. It's like, here you go, here's a bunch, which is nice.
Yeah, there was even like a bunch of loose stuff laying around too that we were just walking up and picking up, and a bunch of. I think we find another chunk of quartzite just around this corner. I think this little lab was unique for me in like that it's, I don't know, it seems like not so much built into itself, but built into the, I don't know, like the pond lab seemed very built into. It was very self-contained, you know, like. And so was the haze lab. Well, the haze lab was kind of all falling out of the bushes and everything, but it still was like very one spot, one big area. The black ant lab just seems to be very sprawling and built all over the place. Like it spirals up and down, and there's all these pieces jutting out everywhere.
Yeah. I did like having to like go through the black ant den just to like open doors to get to certain places. That was cool too.
Yeah, you guys have seen all these doors, this A and that B earlier. These are all locked, so when we walked up to them, they wouldn't open. We were trying to just kind of explore around, trying to find what to open next. I think we have the same exploration method. Like we see this rock here, and I think we talk about blowing it up, but we decided to leave it because we haven't explored all the already open areas.
Yeah, it's nice to I don't know, like, you can really plow through an area if you're not careful. It's nice to just like check all the little corners.
Yeah. Okay. Especially in this game. I know you've mentioned it before, but Grounded is such a static map. They do a really good job of really hiding things. Like it pays off to explore every nook and cranny. Yeah, this quartzite and marble was all over the place. Like we found tons of it.
Tons. And then we got a recipe for it.
That's true.
That was cool.
Where are we going now? Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. This was a good surprise.
Oh yeah, just come right on the other side.
Right up into the sandbox, and the sizzle. Up in the sizzle. And again, I don't know, man. I feel like we took the antlions toe-to-toe pretty well, but the antlion that actually had its like defensive, like sunken pit position, like those are another level.
Yeah, and that makes sense. That's really cool. You know, like that it's on its home turf. So it's gonna have a bit more capabilities. That's kind of. I was surprised to see an antlion just wandering around. I expected to only see them in those pits, so that was cool.
Yeah, they do just pop up. We should probably. I wonder if those would be more man. I'm just like the haze is just such a pain. I don't know like how we're gonna do that.
Yeah, which one do we go to next, haze or sandbox?
I don't know. I'm thinking sandbox.
Yeah.
Haze is just rough. Although I don't know that there's a. Well, there's something I can think of in the sandbox, but you know the haze lab will have another Burgl chip, and those are always good. We need all of those we can get at this point.
Hey, Burgl.
More soldiers. And the battles in this place were very constant. Like, I did cut probably a lot of the battles out just because I knew you guys weren't going to be hearing our reactions to the fights and everything, so I did kind of clip them together. But man, there were a billion fights in this place.
Yeah, it was one thing after another, really.
But manageable. Like, I never really dropped below a little more than half health, and I always had plenty of, like, I really didn't even eat a lot of aphids. I would just have a bandage or two afterward and heal up. Hey, that's my next health upgrade behind that wall right there. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that was hidden in this dungeon actually wasn't too hard to find. Like, that was literally just around the corner behind a rock wall. And we did bring in, how many of those sticky grenades did you have? You had like 10 or 9 or something.
I think it was 5 or so.
More like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
More soldiers. This place was crawl. We have so many ant parts now. I'm tempted to make a black ant armor set just to have, like, we should just have a set of all the armor, you know, that all seems to have its own use. Cool
Yeah. And nice for decoration as well.
Did you see how much damage? Your arrows did so much damage. Like, I'm doing no damage with this little needle. You're carrying us through this dungeon. Oh yeah, swords for everybody. That swords for everybody. Yeah, I was ready to move on to the black ant sword because I know that's a thing, and that does punch much harder. This crossbow does pretty good too. I wouldn't mind leveling that up. We should go back and try to fight some of those ant lions in the hills at night with the crossbow and the bow. Now I've got a ranged weapon.
Try to fight which again?
The ant lions in their little pits.
Oh yeah, I think so.
You'll probably just play whack-a-mole with them. You know, pop up, shoot them, hide again. Yeah, wow, look at the damage. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I could feel it. There'd be times where I'm like, oh yeah, that one hit. Like that was the one right there.
That's so nice. Yeah, I'm hoping that it'll start playing better. I just got better internet, everybody. I don't want to get your hopes up. This is literally like gonna be. Me and Timely actually haven't even played a game together since I got my better internet. But I just got it, so hopefully I won't be so twitchy sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes we can play really smooth, but there are other days where it's pretty noticeably off, you know?
Yeah.
I remember being disappointed getting here because I wanted there to be a switch, but there wasn't, and it was like, okay, well, where do we go now? And I think it took us a minute to remember that rock, that bustable rock back in the earlier area. The super chip protocol. Oh, that's another thing. I cut out a lot of me reading Wendell tapes in this, which kind of bums me out because Wendell went through some stuff here. Wendell was very upset throughout this whole Black Ant lab. Man, it seems like
he's really struggling to be taken seriously despite some obvious genius going on.
Yeah, it seems like the family's left him. Aminen's kind of like fired him and left him to do his own devices, and he's just, man, I think the very last tape in here was something about just being like, he went from sadness to anger, and he was just like, Wendell out.
Yeah.
Poor Wendell, though. Yeah, dude. What a solitary sign. There it is! Guys, look! This is what happens every time I interact with anything in this game. You've seen it. I don't think Timely's seen it. But yeah, Max loses his head every time I do anything.
That's funny.
It's really goofy. I'm glad it doesn't happen when I sit in chairs.
Oh, yeah. That could be a title, doing a headless run of Grounded of games. Oh, man.
Raw science. Alright, took us forever, but we finally found the first console. Open up all them A doors.
Look, A door.
Huzzah! This place got the atmosphere changes so much in here. You go from like exploring out there with the ants and it being dark and cave-like to suddenly wandering around in these tubes and having to fight a bunch of the Teas and was there anything else? I feel like there's Teas and there's
Doors are still locked.
or Teas yeah, and then what was the other one? There's another one. Oh no, Hiccups.
That one we found. Another tape. Let's see what this one says.
Cannot remember the name of the other version.
Actually, let's skip that one.
Tease
I'm sure
tea.
he's just
No,
talking
I
about
can't
how
think
the
of it either.
big way is more safe from the ants.
Was it the Ark? I don't remember.
For some reason, I'm just now noticing a little piece of, is that like goo on the back of the hammer?
I'll have to look
Or
at
is
it
it like,
again
what is
whenever
it,
it's back
plant?
up. I think it's sap. I want to say it's sap. Like, yeah, is that sap just like shoved into the back? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, haha.
Down the next A corridor. This place really was a maze, and I liked it because it was disjointed. It wasn't linear at all. Like you had to like remember where things were and keep coming back to them.
Yeah, which is cool. It's kind of what you expect from a little ant.
It does look like a hole.
Ant den. Although what I also expected from the ant den that I think we said in this maybe was eggs. Like,
Yeah.
Why are there no eggs?
Down.
Seriously, where are all the black ant eggs? I'd like to be able to have at this point in the game. You know, we're much further along. It would be nice to have at least 2 places to go and make some bratwurst. But
Right.
Oh, nice. Little hatch.
man, at this difficulty, I do kind of want to spam it. Like that's what I've got in my mind for
I don't want to drop on your head.
the ladybug over there in the haze. Like what we really need to do is just like throw it out. Just like as soon as that door opens, just like grenades.
Dude,
Yeah.
it looks like this is gonna be the biggest piece of raw
I know I did
slime
that
I've ever seen.
when we fought it, but like you know, I only threw like what 3. We need to throw like 10.
Really?
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
Or stickies. Like just stick it right to the shell. Maybe that would do even more damage.
Stuff.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'd like to get just a whole mess of splat bursts and go to town.
Oh yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. So many little robots. These guys are odd to fight because their timing is really weird too. They have like a weird pause before every attack.
I think this music kind of fits the time period. Like this reminds me of older like 90s, early 2000s movies of like that bombastic like bom bom bom.
Right? I've got a lot of
That was
that for
cool.
this series, and then a little bit of like I tried to pull from like a Stranger Things feel because I feel like that's what the game's actual soundtrack sounds like a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this board. We spent a long time looking at this because, like, guys, look at it. This is like a strategy. If you look at it really closely, this is like a well thought out strategy
Defense array.
of like a trap.
That's a really cool. That's a really cool way to just give the player hints on what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking at the
Like,
Like
it's
if you
literally
pay attention to
showing
the
you.
world, it's going to it's going to help you. So
Like we've got 4 corners.
Is really cool.
lightning,
also like the dumb, the little
Man,
dumb.
I feel like Burgl keeps doing that. Burgl wanders around from base to base, and he just like adds in his little horrible depictions, and he just makes fun of everybody everywhere.
Yeah.
That was cool though. I do like this board. This one really does just kind of lay it out for you, and like if you remember it, like everybody put that, just file that away in the memory banks, because it's all important. Keep him in check. The assistant manager.
Somebody was working real hard right
Man, this whole base was crazy.
Further explore the
Probably has it been the biggest so far? Do you think?
I know where the next one
Because I feel like half of it is ant. Half of it is ant tunnel, and then half of it is base. I feel like actually probably the biggest one might have been probably the swamp, or not the swamp, the pond lab.
Yeah, I mean, for the pond being kind of part of the lab, I felt like that was maybe I'm also just intimidated by the water. Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh, More bombs.
Oh yeah, that is sneaky. Ah! Ow, that did hurt me a little bit.
Those sticky bombs have quite the blast radius, actually. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some glitchiness. I couldn't see the rocks, but like I could feel them. I was bumping up against them and stuff, and I was like, all right,
Oh,
fine.
that's why you're doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Hopefully that'll all be gone now. It's just like crossing my fingers. I'm getting my hopes up way too much for this better internet, but like it has let me like it's let me look for music. So like hopefully new songs and all the new series will be coming up soon. Because before, man, I'd load up my art list IO and like look around and just like it would take 5 minutes to load one song, and it would be so hit or miss,
man.
you know. But now I'll be able to just like, man, I'm just gonna put on the playlist, let it run. The art list, show me
And
what
you're
you
using
got.
you're using a lot of data doing that too, right? So.
That's true, yeah. So on my old plan, it was really bad.
Oh, internet.
I know. That's what I get for living out here in the mountains. I love and hate the mountains sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
We've lost power so much recently. Look, now they're called milk molar. We've lost power so much recently. It was actually really a close thing that I actually got the Valheimians build contest video out in time, because like, dude, we lost power, and I actually did like 6 hours of work on that thing with a generator running outside.
Right. Oh man.
It was mostly
I
for the
can't imagine.
refrigerator. I'm not that hardcore trying to bring content, but I am, but I'm not.
I am, but I'm not.
Oh man, more ants. Dude, this whole place, I swear, I cut out like at least 7 or 8 battles, and we're still just like constantly fighting all the time. I really need to level up this crossbow. I love this crossbow, and it does punch pretty hard. But I also play with no crosshairs. It's kind of difficult for it's not like difficult for me to get good shots. Like I kind of know where to aim, but but yeah, those little ant eyes, those are really tough targets without a crosshair.
Yeah. No, it was. I mean, I've got the, I used the little dot, and even then, I'm like, stop moving.
Seriously. Yeah, no, your accuracy is excellent. Bam.
Boom.
Oh yeah, the garage door. This was cool to stumble upon. Much bigger than anything else that we've seen in this dungeon so far. And another gold milk molar.
Gold, gold, gold.
Have we spent these yet? What'd you buy with these?
Hmm.
I forget. It might be in the episode. We might stumble upon it again.
Damn.
I tried to keep all like the important bits and pieces, you know. Man, yeah, no, this dungeon was really cool. Look at all the marble. Dude, we did get so much upgrade stuff in here. It's time to, I don't know, buff up. I think each of us should have a backup armor. Like, I'll have my ladybug armor, but then we should have another armor at level 5 that's like our backup armor. I don't know, or like our alternate armor.
Yeah, I mean, well, now that now that we can craft things to upgrade stuff with, I'm gonna upgrade the what's it called? The aphid slippers. I'm gonna upgrade like the helmets, like the light, the
Look at the
Petzl helmets. I'm just gonna upgrade everything.
Yeah, no, seriously. I want to level up my lantern helmet, because now that we have that, I think we went back and got that at the end of these episodes, and I always wear that at night now. I don't even use torches. To heck with torches. Man, I remember getting here, and we were talking about, this looks like a boss room. This is a boss room. And I was like, oh, we can bomb it. You got some more bombs? Let's do this. And you were like, nope.
Nope.
Oh, this was actually the end of the first of the 2 episodes that we filmed, guys.
Oh no, are you out of bombs?
And we ran out of bombs right here. We went through this whole dungeon. We didn't have enough to break the glass and get through, so we actually did end the episode here and go back and get more, but I think here I just cut to us kind of blowing it up. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, seriously, what's up with that?
There we go.
Yep, we're about to break down the door and go in here and fight this room. This room looks intimidating, and if you look at the room layout, it actually looks similar to a whiteboard we were looking at earlier.
Maybe, I don't know that I want to beef up yet. I want to go and try and, you know, maybe with the XS.
Yeah, it says boss room written all over it.
I know, right?
You can see the lasers.
I know. This whole fight is epic. I was so excited to share this with everybody. I hope, oh, Timely, I hope you like the music for it, because the music's pretty fun. But
oh man,
let's get in here.
Turn this up a little bit.
It's enough anticipation. Just cut to the fight already, Hiccup. Jeez.
I don't know. Honestly, this is more. All of this has seemed much more manageable than the haze.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about how much more manageable this whole dungeon was than the haze. Like, we died and crawled and like leapfrogged our way through the haze so bad.
Oh man.
But this was just one solid push. I think we didn't even take a big break in between. We just went and got more bombs and came right back.
Oh man. More
Blackhand
bombs.
sword pays off a lot more. I had to give up that needle, everybody. I liked the
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty cool, but I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
yeah.
Put the needle up.
Yeah, I gave the needle up. We made some black ant weapons. I actually leveled that black ant sword up to level 5, so that thing punches now. And I actually feel
Oh,
really
nice.
cool. I feel like a ninja. I've got my knife and my blade, so I'm like a blade master. It's like swords. I got it. Makes me want to go get like a big two-handed sword, whatever the next one is too. I think it's a. I actually think it's an antlion sword.
I think so. I've seen something like that in the menus, so that'll be neat.
And the mint mace. I don't know if we unlocked that earlier in this episode or at the end of this, but man, we've got a bunch of. Man, I love that like we've been playing for a while and we've been progressing, but like the stuff just keeps coming. Like more stuff, more craftables, more upgrades. Like it's got a really good sense of progression. Like we haven't gotten to a plateau yet where it's just like, all right, we've got all the things for now, you know.
I was kind of
man.
curious about this. I wondered. I was like, they're gonna close this. They're gonna have to close this in because that out there can all be a. It can't be a part of the arena. So
Yeah.
when it started to close this in, I was like, okay, this makes sense. Yeah. Management squad.
Oh man, this whole fight was epic. It was probably my favorite fight in Grounded so far. Like I'm excited for more boss battles later, but this one in particular was so exciting. I hope you guys enjoy this one. This fight's just epic.
I like that black ant sword. Just not really seeing it.
Oh, it's nice. It's a really good sword. It does good damage too.
Yeah, we can just eat through this guy.
Yeah, we do at the beginning.
I kind of wondered. I thought that he was a mob at first. I didn't know that he was the. Oh, look at that! You got your cardio fan.
Oh yeah.
3 to 3.
Oh yeah, dude. When that happened, I was like, oh okay, the party's on.
Yeah, this is great music for this.
Oh, I love that shot. Like we both duck under the lasers. Like just the way that the game makes you think during this fight is so fun.
Yeah.
And the colors, you got all this yellow energy and blue energy bouncing, and look at his face. The assistant manager just looks bored with us.
He does. Yeah, he's so over it.
Oh man, I love this fight. It's the flashiest, most exciting battle so far. Oh yeah, the pillars on the end start shocking.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're just eating that damage. That's really funny.
I did though. I got cocky at that moment. I was like, whatever, this is what I'm built for. And yeah, like that again, so much more manageable.
Yeah, I also had to step back somewhere around here and take a bite.
Oh, I love that. Ducking and hopping, weaving and bobbing. We did tear this guy to pieces though. I feel like we went really good. We had a really good run on this fight. Oh man, the lasers one more time. Man, this fight was wild.
I think right here I said I just had like the kill was there. I was like, I'm going for it.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that fight. Oh, I forgot about this. Like, so cool that like the boss unlocks I was wondering how like we have so many mutations here, and like we kind of like stopped unlocking them at some point. I was wondering how we were gonna start getting more, but yeah, like shocking dismissal is really cool.
What?
You guys can hear me. I get pretty excited about this one because it's just a defense. I love defense mods and defense like attributes. It's just the best.
Guys, that was epic.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man.
I can't brag about that fight enough.
Dude,
like we
that
did it
fight
really
was so
well
cool.
for the
Like, I don't
difficulty.
know
I think
if
even you were
gonna be
mentioning like,
ridiculous,
yeah, we
but
just
this
did that
was
on the hardest
so-
difficulty, and it was
what you
totally
said in that,
manageable.
like, dude, the lasers
Yeah.
were
It was.
ducking and
I
hopping.
was surprised at how, man, we just like chonked through that. That was good.
I know. dude, compared to the Haze Lab, like, what are we gonna do?
Oh man.
Like, it makes me curious. Like, I don't know. Like, it makes me want to go out into the world a little bit more before we go back to the Haze Lab. Like, there's got to be more out
Yeah.
there and like better weapons and armor for sure that we could just find by hunting more. But we need to go monster hunter for the next, for the next little bit.
That was challenging.
I think we were talking about building up the ziggurat though, because we definitely need to get our main base going and functional and like be able to start like accruing gear and tools and stuff again.
Yeah, just can make that place a home. I think the structure, or the outside structure, is nearly done. So
yeah, but after that we should straight up go monster hunter in this game and just start hunting. I don't know, everything, roly polies, black ants, ant lions, anything we can find.
A powerful burst. How
Yep.
powerful?
Heck, even spiders. I think there's a spider. Is it a spider sword or a spider dagger? I think it applies poison.
I think spider
Dude, that is
dagger.
so
Is it a dagger? Oh man,
yeah, I got
this
it.
whole area up here was pretty cool. Lots of treasures up here. Lots of. I think there were a couple logs. This is where we really find out about Wendell's like.
I just have to go try
I don't want to call it a downfall, but his spiral. His like spiral. Yeah, things.
Yeah.
He's just having a hard time. Oh yeah, mixars and all that stuff. We definitely find out a lot about mixers here, guys. So we've run into them in the yard. They're like the weird little robotic structures that have the raw science like trapped in them, and you can see, yeah, you can see they're all like kind of half formed or broken around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm really interested in that. Like, that seems like that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm really nervous because it definitely, from all the logs that we read and the audio logs that we listened to, sounds like these things actually call the attention of local wildlife. So we'll have to really buckle down and defend ourselves. Or I'm curious to see if like we clear out an area first and then use it. If it's still gonna, I bet it will. I bet it'll still summon stuff.
Also,
Yeah, I think
here's a map of where they all are.
if it's gonna be like hordes, let's stock up on a lot of splat burst and brad burst and
Oh yeah.
just make it an explosive affair.
Oh yeah, just blow them all up. It'll be awesome. Yeah, we should check it out. I know we have a lot of things in the store that we still haven't bought, and those will definitely give us the raw science to hopefully get them. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much to unlock in that store too. That raw science store just keeps growing and growing every time we find any chip or anything. It feels like we get several new things in there.
Yeah, I took some screenshots of these just to have them.
I do think that whiteboard was like actually telling us kind of rough locations around the yard of where all of them are located, and it looks like that purple indicator on the wall was counting down 8 of the larger mixars. Apparently there's only 8 of them, which is, I don't know, I'm excited. Poor Wendell by him. Dude, he's looked exhausted in this picture. He looks so sad. It's like I remember when we got to the Haze Lab and everything was like, or not the Haze Lab, the Bush Lab. What was that called? The Hedge Lab. I don't know. In the Hedge Lab, I feel like we found another picture of him, and him and his family were like much happier, and they were going to the parks and stuff.
Yeah. This has been some great storytelling. Just seeing, like, because I also remember he's still fiery, but he had more of like a kind of like a kooky optimism, and now his optimism is turned to a mix of like spite and just like it's on.
Yeah, no, he is. He's like out to prove himself now, no matter what. You were checking for illusionary walls. We've been playing too much Elden Ring. We actually haven't been playing enough. We need to get back on Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
I need to beat it one of these days. One of these days. I know everybody else out there is beating it like 20 times.
Its 1-year anniversary is coming up.
Oh wow.
Huh.
That's actually kind of crazy. So is this. Look at that sneaky little entrance. I really do want to use this to like sneak back into the sandbox at some point. I think that'd be really cool.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah,
that whole lab was pretty awesome. really cinematic from start to finish. Like, you know, you start out, you're fighting the Black Ants, soldiers and workers, and it's just a maze and solving puzzles, and then switching to the inside of the Omnit laboratories and fighting all the robots, and then by the end you're having a big boss battle. Like, there's and the secret passages with the hidden golden. I mean, that was just an awesome. That was a really, really exciting like third lab.
Almost there.
I think I kept this because this is the first time I get the shocking dismissal to activate.
Oh yeah. Let me see what it looks like on your end, because for me it was really obvious. I just realized why the game looks so like. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so from you saw like a touch of it, but for me like little balls of lightning kind of like rolled off of you in every direction. Like not in like a. What was cool was that it wasn't like symmetric in any way. It just it really looked like an organic spark that came off you. It was really cool.
That is really cool. I'm definitely gonna keep that. Yeah. No, it just looked like a tiny. I didn't see it when it first happened. I think I saw it when I was editing the video. Did you slurp that as it rolled by you? Because it just perfectly disappeared.
Elemental.
Yep.
That was
just grabbed that right up.
Just smooth. Oh man. Yeah, what an exciting day and lots of cool unlocks. I really am excited to see that shocking dismissal pay off, because that's the role I like to play. Oh look, I finally got my the beginnings of my third health bar. I went and upgraded
Yeah, if it's all around me,
upgraded that health. I think the health upgrade between this episode and last episode.
Oh yeah, it's a little tick right there.
Oh yeah, feeling tough as nails. I think at this point we did. We went home. Yeah, we were taking the we went back to visit Burgl and bring him the super chip because we wanted to see what that unlocks. Because yeah, we just need better stuff. We need tougher things. And
all right, should we go?
Yeah, the world is just darn difficult.
Yeah, we'll come back out and grab some stuff.
So much fun playing on the hardest difficulty, though. I really do love a good challenging game that just like, I don't know, I feel like it draws out a game when you play on the hardest difficulty, but for me, not in a bad way. Like, you still do end up eventually feeling like you're on top and like you're big and awesome and tough. It just takes a little longer, you know?
I think again, it rewards preparation. Like if you're doing like, there's a lot of things in the world that you can do that will help you overcome those obstacles, and if you can do them anyway, then it kind of makes the rest of it feel like, well, why did I do that? You know, like why did I do all that prep work? I didn't need to. But in the hardest difficulty, it's all like cohesive. It's all rewarded.
Yeah, and everything is a hurdle. Everything. I remember the first time we fought ladybugs. Getting absolutely, yeah, just getting like smacked down in one hit. Like, sit down. Ladybugs did not care.
Who knew that ladybugs could be so threatening?
Dude, ladybugs are tough, and I feel tough in my ladybug armor. Although the roly-poly armor looks pretty cool too. I think I am about ready to give up the healing with the ladybug armor, unless leveling it up really significantly improves it. Because I think we saw that once we get beyond level 5, you have the option to just go like straight armor and get a little more armor, or get a little less armor, but also like upgrade the effects of your armor.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a really fun way to do it. I kind of like that give and take. That's really cool. I'll probably always go with the effects, you know, just because, but...
Yeah.
Right, advanced smithing. This is when we unlock the ability. So now we can, craft brittle whetstone and brittle marble, or brittle marble plate, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we
So with like a bit of hunting, we can just upgrade pretty much everything to level 5.
Yeah, no, I think it's, what is it? It's like larva, spikes, and sap, and then, grub hide and sap.
Grub hide, yeah.
So it's not even that hard. Like, that's going to be really easy to churn out, actually. Gives us another good reason to go back and fight larva, which, you know, fighting normal larva now would probably be pretty exciting, a little challenging, but like mostly just really cinematic and fun. Fighting infected larva would probably be really difficult, but still, it seems like it's easy enough to go and get all that stuff. Man, look at that mint mace and that sword. Like, oh man, we'll get you the mace and I'll keep the sword. I feel like such a blade master in this playthrough.
Yeah. Let us in.
This goofy thing. So if I'm understanding the whiteboard over there correctly, that little acorn wheel on the side of it is meant for an aphid. and the aphid
Oh.
turns it, and it pulls you up the zip line.
That's funny.
That is the goofiest nonsense ever. Like, do we
Oh,
have to have a pet
goodness.
now? Do we have to go get like aphid pets and like make him work the wheel?
That'd be cool.
That's hilarious. I think we should probably at some point try and get pets. Although I don't know if that's a thing yet. Can we do that yet? Have we unlocked that? Do we need something
know.
special to unlock that, or can we just do it? I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah.
I feel like I did it once right when the pet thing came out from the game, and then I don't remember because back then I had everything unlocked anyway. I was playing with Ember, and we'd pretty much blown through most of this. Oh man, so many unlocks, such a cool like just day in Grounded. I remember sitting here just reliving the memories too, like looking at that and just being like, nope, I hate you. Don't come near me again.
Don't
Like,
tell me. Yeah.
Don't want to go
Can't
back
even
to the
see.
haze.
Can't even see the haze maze because it's so hazy.
I know. Dude, the Black Ant Hill Lab was so cool. Like, what a dramatic, cinematic place. I really loved. Probably my favorite one so far. The hedge was really exciting. I feel like we spent most of our time climbing because we fell down so much in the hedge lab. Pond lab. Man, the pond lab was a lot of fun. I don't know, having to balance that oxygen was always kind of a little dicey, but it was pretty exciting.
Mhm.
Lab 3.
No, that's gonna be the last lab.
That's definitely the last lab. That's
I think that is the last lab we have, actually. I don't think there is another one. Is there only the 4? I think there's only the 4.
I think so. Yeah.
Or at least that's all that's cycling on the big screen there.
Alright, yeah, what other goodies do we have left at home?
Oh man. And then I think we went back and just packed up a bunch of stuff from the other base and brought it over to the new base. I remember getting my helmet and a couple of other things, but just little piddly things here and there.
Yeah.
Overall,
Hey, my bridge.
dude, yeah, this place is awesome. And now that we have the zip lines, it may become usable again. Like, it'll actually probably be really nice having a base on both sides of the yard like this. Because being able to go up and down zip lines now, we will definitely have more access. And should be able to build us like a zip line back down to this place from the upper yard once we get up there. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. It'd be nice to connect some of these bases together.
Oh yeah. But anyway, everybody, I guess I'm going to go ahead and let that wrap up the episode for today. It's been a lot of fun just sitting here and chatting with Timely and getting to watch these adventures. Again, sorry for the missing audio. I'm really working hard to get rid of that, and I don't know, I've troubleshot several different ways, and sometimes I feel like it works a little better, sometimes it seems to not work at all, but like, I'm trying, bear with me, and I hope it really didn't ruin the episode for you guys. Still hope you enjoyed it. Didn't want to leave it out because a lot happened. I had to share it. The battles were awesome. The progression was great, and there's just no way I could skip it.
I mean, I feel like people got a little. It's almost like a little treat. It's like a little, a little bit of a, like you said, it's kind of like a podcast. It's kind of nice.
It is, and between this one and the Fogbreaker Fortress walkthrough, if you guys have seen that, I don't know if that's going to come out before or after this one, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of commentary this week from me and Timely. Hope you guys like hanging out with us. I know I like hanging out with us.
Heck yeah, there's little chill, comfy chairs.
Dude, this base is awesome. This base was really sweet, and I do want to make it like viable again. And since the two bases are so far apart, I think it's definitely going to be usable in the future.
I didn't know how much I would like the rounded pieces, but I can see one there, and I really like them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, it's definitely. I don't know. There's a lot to do with the build pieces in this once you get them all. But, oh man, but anyway, everybody, if you had fun with me and Timely today, do me a favor, smash that like button and be sure to subscribe if you want to continue the adventures in Grounded. Hope everybody's having a great day. Have a great rest of your day.
And we'll see you in the next episode.